Greetings, greetings, greetings. It's your girl Tenacity, and welcome to my world. This IG caption is titled, Bag Lady. Sometimes we assume that who you are is based on where we meet you. The bag lady, she always seems stressed and tired from carrying too many bags. I was presumed a bag lady. As I talked in the past about the quiet place, the hotel room that I resided in a rural area for over 3 years. The only thing I had protecting me was God. The thing that I had funding me was my skill. And some good conversations from some good people. But as I walked in the area to buy food or go to the convenience store, whatever the case was, I would see the ladies on the street, the ladies sleeping on the park benches. And I would always ask, do you need anything? Not even realizing that I was a step away. The only thing I had, the only advantage I had over them is that I had a skill. What we don't realize, time has changed so drastically. That inconvenience was due to illness, asthma, couldn't breathe, had to rush, find a place for me and tenacity. So I kept moving. I went into this little spot and I stayed because I said, okay, God, I can't just jump up and move because I'm out of air. I got limited resources that can take me just so far. This is going to be expensive. I need to make sure I'm in a place where I'm safe and my clients are safe. So I couldn't get an extended stay because, that's a little different. So I remember the Indians, and I went in and I talked to them. And they said, sure. How long are you going to be here? I have no idea. But as I resided there, a lot of things start birthing. What you see now. But assuming that that person has no value is the point of the bag lady. I wrote this caption based on my position at that time and what I start seeing with my spiritual eyes as people would come in and deal with me. That bag lady is serious. You don't know what's in her bag. It could be anything in her bag. It could be anything in her bag. God hides some of the greatest promises in some of the strangest places. My mom used to always say, I remember one year we were traveling for the summer into Brooklyn to see my cousins. And we were walking, and my mom said, all of these, seeing homeless people, not understanding at that age, but to hear how she explained it was just phenomenal because I lived by certain principles this day, until this day, that my mom taught. And she told me, she said, those are your best screenwriters. Those are your best producers, your best singers. You got some of the greatest people out here on the streets because they lost their way. They shut off society. And it stayed with me. She also said, you never know when you're going to be in the presence of your angel that day. For he gives his angels charge over you to keep you in all thy ways. So we never know. So what she was saying to me is always treat a person the way you want to be treated. So as I remember her words, and as I went through my situation, I respected the bag lady. I would get some of the greatest laughs, some of the greatest conversations, just stopping for 5 minutes just to appreciate that moment with that bag lady, to let me know to keep moving, that God had his hands all over me, that as long as I took care of others, that he was going to take care of me and my situation. See, that bag lady, she just might be living in a storefront, just trying to get to her storage, to get to her space, to just rebirth in herself. That bag lady might be that sister who was sleeping on somebody's couch. That bag lady might be somebody who was pushing the stroller with one baby in the inside, one baby on the back, and two on the side. And nobody had shoes. That bag lady might be standing in the lines of Popeyes at night, just begging, trying to get food for her children. And we're assuming that that's who she is. That's just her position for that moment. Because me, I never thought I'd be in that position. But that's why I remain humble. So God can exalt me. See, that bag lady is somebody that you're assuming that has no value. And I'm here to tell you, yes, she does. See, because homeless now doesn't mean that you're on the street. It means that you just don't have a physical address in your name. The definition has changed. So what about the bag lady? Every time I read that caption, I thank God that you used me, that you showed me. See, I can bring you out of anything. I brought you out of that. I can bring you out of anything. So once again, once you assume that she's a bag lady, God will show up and show out. And he still ain't finished. He's just getting started. So this is dedicated to all my beautiful sisters that just don't know right now. That I know you're calling on God. He hears you. He's positioning you. He's getting you ready. So your quiet time, your time of solitude, your time of being on the street, your time of being in hotel rooms, that time is only preparation. You didn't lose your value. You worth more than you know. Assumed as the bag lady. Greetings. It's your girl Tenacity. Totally mind-changing. Subscribe.